My guns blow like lines of coca. I'm dirty as pig pens, put hands on your face like Big Ben.
You don't want me to come run up on that Mercedes black, hit you in that pregnant chick and pop where the baby at.
Half naked women like Mardi Gras, different chicks slaves like Barbie dolls.
Leave you all sloppy, I'm fit for all topies. Weight pushed all back like Lou Rawls toppy.
Nathaniel Thomas Wilson, aka Kool G Rap, born July 20th, 1968. Today's feature is the story of respect and recognition versus fame and money and achievements. You would think for the talented they would all go hand in hand, and for some, they do. But for others, they'll have to settle for one of the four, or however many the people deem fit. Some really good rappers leave with none of the above, but in no case should it ever be confused with skill. When it comes to that, Kool G Rap has a hand in inspiring rappers like Jay-Z, Nas, and also Ghostface Killa, to name a few, with his skills as a storyteller, the way he uses multisyllabic rhyme schemes, and also gangster rap and mafioso rap that was much before his time. Eminem has also mentioned studying Kool G Rap's flow and career, with him being a rapper that he often emulated early on. G-Rap, as he's widely known, is a hip-hop and rap pioneer that loaned inspiration to some of our favorite rappers in the game now or of all time. He, on Vlad TV, even broke the story of Big Pun literally getting down on one knee and kissing his ring when the two first met, as a sign of the deepest honor for not just an elite rapper, but a rapper that obviously pushed Pun to become a hip-hop legend himself, held in great revere in his eyes. Everyone knows that Big Pun, for many, is a top 5 rapper, some even holding him as the greatest rapper of all time. So for him to offer this gesture can only be for a much deserving master of rap. He, along with DJ Polo early on, were two artists in seek of one another, and when they met, they formed a bond that birthed the styles of many. But for the most part, other than respect of his peers, Kool G never really saw the fruits of his labor like artists that followed, and again were inspired by him did. Even today, you see much less talented rappers make millions of dollars being the creation or plant of an idea that can be mass marketed, which could be attributed to the times we live in, where hip-hop has become much more mainstream than it was back then, and also the creation and development of the internet that evolved in more ways to mass market more than just the skill of a rapper, but their personalities, which leads to their influence being valued much higher than their skill. Nowadays, you don't even need skill at all, just a personality or ability to sell sex that could be pushed to the forefront to where you're now hip-hop's biggest representation. It begs the question, is skill less valued than it was back then? Was it ever the leading value at all? And why didn't an MC as talented as Kool G Rap have the ability to be more marketed even compared to rappers of his era? What are some of the main reasons he didn't grow to be more recognized in an art form he's universally held as one of the greats? Let's talk about it. Salute to Terry Rux on IG for this request. It's your boy JC, Stunted Growth Music. Let's get it, man. Take a minute to like, subscribe, and comment on who I should do next. Kool G Rap is a rapper from Queens, New York that grew up inspired by hip-hop music, mainly rappers like Melly Mel, Kool Moe Dee, and Silver Fox of Fantasy 3. He started writing rhymes daily and rapping them in his room, which grew into him perfecting his style and feeling he could be one of the rappers everyone was talking about. Through his relationship with Eric B, he met DJ Polo, who was also looking for a dope MC to work with, as DJ and MC went hand in hand at the time. DJ Marley Marl and Mr. Magic saw the talent in the young G-Rap and allowed he and DJ Polo to record their demo at their studio, where they produced their first official songs, I'm Fly and It's a Demo. Those led to a deal with Cold Chillin' and Warner Brothers, where they released 3 albums that, while regarded as classic in hip-hop, didn't chart very well nor sell like their actual value. Stunt number 1, Big Hit Songs. For me, when researching an artist like Kool G Rap, I soon understood one of the biggest reasons his name isn't the most popular was because versus his peers from '89 all the way through the '90s, he didn't have the big hit song or songs they had. In his entire career that spanned from '89 to currently, he has one song that charted on the Billboard Top 100, that being his song Fast Life featuring Nas, one of the more popular artists of the 90s, that played a large role in driving the popularity of that song. It peaked at 74 on the US Billboard Hot 100. His song My Life peaked at 6 on the top rap charts, but not the Hot 100, which was released in 2001 after hip-hop became a mainstay in the mainstream. Kool G Rap would admit to you himself his rap stories and ability to flip words aren't meant to garner as much money and popularity as possible, but to show that when it came to making rap music, there weren't many as technical or as skilled as he was. For a lot of rap back then, it was mainly about that, until conscious rappers, gangster rappers, and mafioso rappers began to embrace making songs that fit the popular criteria. Ironic because for the East Coast, he's known for being one of the first gangster rappers, along with Philly's Schoolie D, and a rapper that ushered mafioso rap into the game for guys like Biggie, Nas, Raekwon, and Jay-Z to flourish. Those rappers found unique ways to mix their lyrical ability with the ability to construct a song that could be played in the clubs, radio, and music shows on TV, while still displaying the skills that has some of them highly rated in that aspect as well. By the time Kool G got around to semi-figuring that out by 2001 with his song My Life, there were other rappers younger and more marketable than he was that had big hit song-making ability. Stunt number 2, marketability and promotion. With that said, a few huge reasons Kool G Rap's music didn't turn out to be big hip-hop records was because he himself wasn't the most marketable of rappers. Naturally, it didn't come as easy for him as it did other rappers like LL Cool J, Nas, Jay-Z, Eric B. and Rakim, or West Coast artists like Eazy-E and NWA, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and more. These artists had either a sound, a look, a story, or a huge label behind them promoting them as big as possible in order to sell the potential they saw in them. Ice Cube, for example, was a gangster rapper himself, held at a high level for his lyrical ability as well, but Cube was churning out platinum record after platinum record, hits after hits that still play today, and he was doing movies as a producer and actor, so his value to the entertainment industry was much more vast than a rapper like Kool G Rap. LL Cool J on the East Coast, pretty much the same thing. LL had all the bars, but the ladies liked him as well, and he had talent outside of music that made promoting him as a whole a better business investment. Time brought on guys like Nas, Biggie, and Jay-Z who learned from their predecessors and made themselves more valuable than just the ability to be the most lyrical. If lyrics sold, truth be told, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. Profound words from Jay-Z that explains the fork in the road choice skilled artists have to make. Some are able to, and others aren't for whatever reason. Kool G Rap, in my opinion, didn't naturally have a choice, as he didn't possess a specific marketability, therefore wasn't promoted as heavily as other options. Stunt number 3, time changing outside his favor. As you may have already noticed, Kool G Rap's growth stunts all go hand in hand, pointing towards his inability to stand out amongst his peers for whatever reasons. In the mid to late 90s and thereafter, rap music hit its most important growth spurt, where it began to surpass other genres that were usually more popular, like country and rock and roll, becoming a force in pop culture in large parts because of rappers like Jay-Z and, believe it or not, Sean Combs and Bad Boy Records. Puff, no matter what he turned out to be, will always be one of the biggest contributors to hip-hop finally getting its just due monetarily, as it was his mission to polish hip-hop and make it its most presentable, aka the shiny suit era. Hip-hop in Kool G Rap's days were much more grimy and rough around the edges, perfect for a guy like Kool G, not so much when it became about making the artist most attractive in order to have bigger sales returns. As time went by, there wasn't a market for Kool G Rap, as other rappers more marketable that could also be kings on the mic lyrically became the focus. Today, rap has evolved as a byproduct of that golden age change to now it's all about how much an artist can be marketed, less and less about skill at all. All in all, Kool G Rap has respect. He'll go down as a pioneer and definition of MC. No, he didn't sell himself to the highest bidder, but his name will live on through his peers and his importance in the hip-hop story. But for these reasons, his growth was stunted. Salute, much respect to a legend. It's your boy JC Stunted Growth Music, and I'm out.